20-foot story building.
Most days you will find Marian DeAngelo teaching new residents English language skills.
Using it as an adjective.
As an instructor with Bethesda-based English Now, DeAngelo spends her time in a classroom with anywhere from 2 to 6 students, teaching English with a more personalized approach.
We make a lot of conversations here, and we debate a lot, and it's good to see to hear different opinions, and we raise a lot of very important topics in our discussions. So it's very good, and we start to understand American culture better. So it's very good.
We also discover how similar we are.
Yes.
And we have a lot of fun, and we laugh a lot, and it's a fun class, right?
Yeah.
Ina moved here from Russia 4 years ago. For the past year, she has been attending classes twice a week at English Now. Students at the school are from all around the world. In the last 3 years, 89 countries of origin have been represented.
The average age of students is in the early 30s. They learn about us either through their friends, through their local communities associated with their embassies, or perhaps other community organizations. We think about classes in several different ways. So first, all of our classes are small. There are 6 students maximum. So at all levels, it's a small group class experience if students elect a group class. Then they're segmented by level, so students might be at a low beginner, mid beginner, high beginner, a low, mid, or high intermediate level, or an advanced level. And so the class needs to be at the correct level of proficiency.
To lick, lick.
And finally, they're segmented by skill area. So perhaps people would like to focus on English for workplace communication, or maybe they want to prepare for a TOEFL or another standardized test. And that really depends on their needs.
Marian DeAngelo has been teaching in English Now for 11 years. But along the way, she picked up a skill that has become another form of communication.
Wind it up. Wind it up, Bella.
At least 50 times a year, Marian takes her 4-legged companions, Mario, Bella,
Bella, let's go for a walk in the park.
and Reggie
Down, down, roll.
out on the road to entertain folks at nursing homes across our region. 6 years ago, she started her training business, Jacks Are Wild.
For some reason, that position makes him quiet. Let's keep him that way.
At the suggestion of a friend, she soon learned her gift and love of language with people also transferred to canines.
Ben, you be very sneaky for us? Okay. When I first decided to get into it, when I was doing all the tricks, and then every time we'd go for walks, people, young, old, all ages would stop and want to touch them or talk about them, and I decided that I should do something, public with them because I was making people happy. And that's why I continue to do it, because people keep saying, please come back, and they love getting love from the dogs and being entertained.
And like her work at English Now, Marian has connected to others and also teaches trick training to other dog owners. She says she spends about an hour a day training her dogs, and that dedication has earned these superstars a couple of commercial gigs, which goes to show that you can teach an old dog new tricks.
They love it. I mean, they want to train.
Back at English Now, Mario and Bella are stars as well. They started making office visits as pups.
Yeah, a lot of people smile and talk. It brings a lot out of the students. I've had some of the teachers tell me that their students were very quiet, and then when they saw the dogs, it brought out some joy and smiles and conversation about everything. So it made them feel more at ease.
People get into teaching in this field. Why? Because they want to engage. And Marian, with her dogs, just as with her classes, she brings people into the experience. She's a wonderfully relational person.
We're talking about Alaska.
In Marian's English Now class, the students are learning about Alaska. But in the meantime, they will take the skills they've acquired in their classes at English Now and use them to connect in their community.
It's like an opportunity to see people, to discuss, to share information. It's very good. It's very helpful.
Marian DeAngelo helps her students communicate through language, but also knows that there's an unspoken language that exists between humans
100,000 glaciers.
and man's best friend.
Put the rings on the stick there. I will have some people just sit very quietly during the show, and then at the end, a dog will come to them and either they can touch him or it gets on their lap, and they're so thankful, and I see smiles. Wow. Okay, especially when he gets to pass the Frisbee to everyone, all of a sudden I see the light shine, and so I know that I'm doing something good, that these guys are doing something good for these people. 10! All right! And I'm happy to share that. You're a wonderful audience. Thank you.